Welcome to Velocity of Vision channel. I am your host, Praise Oluwafemi is my name. If you are here, then you have come to the right channel. This is the most visionary channel on the internet. On this channel, I'll be helping you to give definition, direction, speed, and momentum to your vision. If you have the vision and it's burning within your spirit, and something burning within your spirit seeking for a medium of expression, and you don't know how to give it expression into and bring it into practical result in real life, I believe you've come to the right channel. And on this channel we'll be sharing a lot of materials, a lot of free materials which you can easily have access to for your personal development. The essence of all these things that we're going to be doing, including training and seminars on YouTube and on the internet or through some other social media, is just to equip you and to give you your vision definition, direction, speed, and momentum in life. The greatest thing God has ever given to any man is the gift of vision. So just sit back and relax and join me in on this channel, as I will be sharing a lot of materials with us on the velocity of vision. That's the name of the channel, though. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to subscribe on the channel. Subscribe, click the subscribe button and also the like button, as we'll be having a lot of videos that we'll be sharing on this channel, a lot of interviews and some of the stuff like that. Please click the subscribe button and sit back, relax as you take the flight together on this journey. Today I want to share with you 7 Ds of vision. The 7 Ds of vision. Now remember, the name of the channel is all about the velocity of vision. Velocity of vision. When we're talking about velocity of vision, we're talking about definition, we're talking about speed, we're talking about momentum, we're talking about direction. But today, before I go deeply into some other parts of the velocity of vision, I want to talk about the Ds, the 7 Ds of vision. The 7 Ds that you need to give attention to. If you have that kind of person, that you have that, there's a burning vision inside you. There's a burning aspiration inside you. Something burning within you that makes you dissatisfied with the status quo. You're not satisfied with where you are right now. You know and you believe that there's something inside you that is the world is waiting for. Something inside you that is world is begging to experience, and you don't know how to give it expression. Today and at this hour, this moment, as you're watching me, I want you to take your pen and take a paper, sheet of paper or notes, because we're going to be sharing some vital informations together. First of all, I wanted to let you know also that I'm a coach and I'm a teacher. I'm a voluminous trainer. I teach in volumes. I just have to warn you ahead of time. And it's good for us to gain access to knowledge, because it is knowledge that determines where we are going to be in the future. It is knowledge that takes us from where we are right now to our next level. So, like I always said, vision gives you a mental picture of people, places, and things. It gives you a mental picture of people, places, and things. People, color, quality, class of people. That is vision. It gives you a mental picture of places. I'm talking about places, geographical location, where you want to live, or where you used to be, or where you are, the place where you really desire to experience that aha moment in your life. Vision also gives us a mental picture of things. You don't have to be materialistic, but at least there are some things that you want to, there's some level of life you want to change from where you are right now to where you think you ought to be. You understand? So material things, cars, houses, properties, and a lot of things like that. So vision is a mental picture. It's a mental picture that is created within your mental faculty. Vision also is a burning aspiration that is within the human spirit that makes you uncomfortable with where you are. It burns within you. as it burns into you, becomes a fuel and a fire, and begins to spark the fire of aspiration with you. So it gives it's a burning fire of aspiration that makes you uncomfortable with where you are, who you are, and what you are currently doing right now. So if you find yourself among within these three categories, that where you are right now, you're not satisfied with you are, with where you are, you're not satisfied with what you are doing currently, you're not satisfied with who you are, that is a pointer to the fact that there is a burning vision within you that is seeking for a medium of expression that will take you from where you are to where you ought to be. I've made another point here because I got my sheet of paper here. I just took some notes down. I don't just want to appear before you anyhow. I've taken my materials and everything, turned my materials upside down, making some research and everything. And within my process of making self-discovery, inner search, I found out some of these notes, and I want you to take the notes down, and maybe sometime you need to replay this video again and listen to what I have to share. There are some points on vision which I want to share with you. Some of these salient points are very, very important. See, vision makes you dissatisfied with the status quo. It makes you dissatisfied with the status quo. And he said, this is how it used to be, and this is how we've always been doing it. But because you are a man of vision, there is something in you that makes you see the situation quite different from the way others are seeing it. And sometimes people might not really be happy with you. They might not want to be happy to welcome your vision or your ideas. But still, in the midst of all, that thing is still telling you that this thing is not right. So vision makes you dissatisfied with the status quo. It is something that bonds with you, that wants to make you to infuse change into the system, either where you work, either in your organization, or in your career, in your family, or in the congregation where you worship as a church member, or maybe you are a pastor. Something, the status quo. Even in the society, we've seen men who risen out of nowhere, like Dr. Martin Luther King in America. How he risen out of nowhere. He was dissatisfied with the status quo, and he had a dream, and he began to pursue the dream. Over time, we saw that the dream came to pass. He had a dream. He had a vision of being satisfied with the status quo, or he had the vision of what ought to be that was not, and injected it into the system. Over the time, though, through the tussle and the trouble and all the challenges and everything, the dream was achieved over the period of time. So I got another point. Kate Celia point said, vision keeps you alive and going despite the obstacles and barrier. If you are a woman of vision, if you are a man of vision, vision keeps you alive. Vision keeps you burning. It keeps you burning. It keeps you burning. It keeps you burning. Despite all the obstacles and barriers, despite all the hindrances, all the resistance that the oppositions brings towards you to attack you, in order to frustrate you, in order to depress you, in order to discourage you, you are still going ahead. That is a pointer to the fact that you are a man, a woman of what? Of vision, because something is burning within you, and you can't just keep quiet, because as the thing is burning you, it propels you and it compels you to do again and again, to pursue until you achieve. Another point which I have to share with us is that vision is a motivator and an inspirer. Vision is a motivator and an inspirer. If you're a man of vision, you're a woman of vision, you will always be motivated. There's no down moment. You are hardly discouraged, even when discouragement comes and depression comes your way, because the vision is there, and you are is burning within your spirit. It always moves you to take the action for the next level. A man of vision is hardly quiet, is hardly at peace with his vision, because the vision is like fire burning within his bones, burning within his system. And you know, in the engine of a car, there is fire burning in it. When the engine of a car is running, that means the car is ready to what? It's ready to take the journey, and it's ready to get back on the journey until it gets its final destination. So that's how vision is. Vision is the engine of your life, is the engine of your destiny, that keeps on running and running and running until you finally get your destination. I have another point here, that a man of vision never dies. A man of vision never dies. No man of great vision ever dies. If you're a woman of vision, if you're a man of vision, I want to encourage you today that your vision can never die. in the sense that it is a burning issue, in fact, in your life that can save you from death. It can save you from disease, can save you from destruction. You understand? There's a saying in the Bible that said, a broken spirit no man can withstand. But when you are a man of vision, vision does not allow your spirit to be broken within, because if you are broken within, that means the vision is gone. So a man of vision never dies. We also have a testimony of people, great men, businessmen, inventors and all that came up with a vision. For example, the vision of electricity, Thomas Edison, he died so many decades ago, but until now the vision is still alive. We all over the world, we have access to electricity. That no thanks to the vision of a man that took the time out to invest his life and purpose into a vision of electricity. And we find the process of time when the vision came to pass, and we all have access to it. There are also other businessmen like that who started business that have lasted 50 years, 100 years, even long while they have gone. The vision is still speaking. So a man of vision never dies. A man of vision never dies. Once the vision is bettered, once the vision is pursued, once vision is given definition and description and direction and continuous hard work and designing and redesigning, that vision is bound to outlast such a man. Many of them, like Rockefeller, he died many years ago, but still the vision is still what? Is still alive. There's many of them out there that we can easily learn. They take examples from of what I'm talking about right now. So a man of vision, a woman of vision never dies. So your vision has to be alive even long while you have gone. I have this other point is that although some great men of vision have died long ago, but yet the vision which they planted long before they died is still alive and is still speaking. And there are men mounting such vision and running such vision today. So I have this note which I took down. I said, one of the greatest gifts that God will ever give to a man is the gift of vision. The gift of vision. That's the greatest thing God can ever give to you, is the gift of vision. Because vision is the vehicle of your destiny. That is the vehicle that takes you from where you are right now to where you ought to be. Vision brings the present into the future, and vision brings the future into the present. Every man of vision is a man of the future. I repeat, every man of vision is a man of the future. You understand? Because they see far into the future. And in the process of embarking on the strategies of what they must do to achieve such thing, that future is brought into present. Some time ago, very, very long ago, when the invention of the aeroplane was in its early stage, people argue that no man can fly. God has not permitted man to fly. If God wanted man to fly, God would have given men wings and they would have been flying. So people doubted the possibility of an aircraft flying in the air. But over time, those who caught the vision of flying an airplane, despite the challenges, despite the obstacles and the barriers, they keep on pouring their mind, their vision, their aspiration into this development of the airplane. Today, we can fly on an airplane. Not only that, we can even go to the moon. We have the story of John F. Kennedy, how he set up a visionary goal of launching man into the moon. He's an American president, so he had the goal of launching man into the moon, though it has never been heard before. But in the process, when all the efforts were brought together, all the talent, all the giftings, all the men who have the knowledge and the skills of what it takes to develop an aircraft, will come up with a concept of an aircraft that take man from the earth here into the moon and place man in the moon. But right from that moment, we saw that all the resources that needed to be done, all the things that needs to be done, all the ideas started coming, and the process of time, they did it, they achieved it. So vision brings the future into the present, and vision brings the present into the future. A man of vision, when he's talking about vision, vision helps you to look deep into the future, deep into the future, deep into the future, and you catch a vision, a revelation of what the future looks like, then you bring it in the present. I got another point here, is that vision guarantees you a glorious future. Vision is a guarantee of your glorious future. It gives you a guarantee of what? Of a glorious future. So what is your vision? What is your vision? What do you hope to achieve in the next 30 days? What do you want to achieve in the next 60 days? What do you want to achieve in the next 90 days? In the next 1 year? These are short-term goals. They are confident boosters that help to boost your confidence towards achieving your long range goals. You understand? Because the short-term goals, they are like platforms. They are like launching pad that launches you into the future. You don't just launch into the future. There's no way you can launch into the future without having your short-term goals, little victories, little wins that gives you courage and boost your confidence in taking on bigger challenges. Now, there's seven D's of vision that you need to fulfill in order to achieve your vision in life. Number one is definition. You need to give your vision definition. You need to give your vision definition. What you can't define, you can't design. What you can't define, you can't design. Until you define your future, you can't design your future. You understand? Definition means interpretation. It means the ability to interpret your vision. If I give you 60 seconds to interpret your vision, what do you have to tell me? If you can't define your vision for the future within 60 seconds, that means you don't have a future yet. It means you don't have a vision yet. You should be able to sit down within 60 seconds and give me a definition of your future. So even as I'm sharing this video with you right now, I want you to take a pen and paper and write down what is your vision for the future. What is your vision? What do you want to achieve? Write it down and paste it on my channel, and I will give you a reply. And if you have any further questions, you can ask me questions. Feel free to ask me questions at Velocity of Vision over here. It's an easy issue. We can easily come up with a concept and send you a reply as fast as possible. So number two is the design of your vision. Design your vision. Now, since you are able to define your vision, you are able to interpret your vision. You can interpret it because you are seeing it clearly. You are seeing the people. You are seeing the places. You are seeing the things clearly. Those are the things you want to achieve, the people you want to meet, the places you want to go to. Now, the next thing is to design your vision. To design your vision means you have to take pen and paper. You have to take your pen and your notebook and put it into writing. In the Bible, the scripture says, write the vision down and make it plain. So you have to write down your vision and make it plain. You have to write it down. As you are writing it, you are designing it. Because in the process of writing it down, you see some things that are not in place. You readjust it, you refine it, and as you are doing that, you are creating a roadmap for your future. So designing your vision is creating a roadmap for your future. If I ask you now, what is your roadmap for your vision? In a short words, can you easily tell me? If you don't have a roadmap for the future, this is the time for you to sit down and come up with a concept of a roadmap for your future. Write it down. What is the roadmap? How do you embark on it? For example, 1,000-mile journey starts with the very first step. So your long-term vision, your vision into the future, because I said your vision is your future. So the first step is, what do I want to do in the next 24 hours? What do I want to do in the next 1 week? What do I want to achieve in the next 1 month, which is the next 30 days? What do I want to achieve in the next 60 days, in the next 90 days, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year? What do I want to achieve? That's how you draw a roadmap. Gradually, as you embark on it, it begins to give you direction. Oh, you want to write a book in 30 days? Okay, how do I write it? How many chapters do I write a week? How many pages do I write a day? So as you divide it, break it into chunks, break it into chunks. You start seeing yourself achieving this vision one after the other, stage by stage, day by stage. Not too long, but by the time you look back, you see you have really gone far compared to where you used to be. So that is a key, designing your future. That's why I love architects and graphic designers. They are very good, because the architect comes with a concept with his mind and sketches it on a sketch paper. The same thing with a graphic designer. It comes with a concept in his mind and uses the software on the computer to design what is seen in his mind. Although nobody sees the people he's seeing, nobody sees the places he's seeing, nobody sees the things he's seeing, the color shade that he's seeing, nobody sees, but he sees it. So the same thing goes with you as well. The people that you are seeing, the class of people you want to work with, you want to relate with, you want to have as your friend or as your business partner, you are seeing them, nobody's seeing them. That's why when you want to talk about the class of people, you want to talk about your vision, people think you are arrogant because they felt they are not seeing what you are seeing. When you want to talk about the places in your visions, nobody want to relate with it. They see it as an arrogance. So that's why at times it's better for you to keep quiet about your vision. Don't just tell everybody about your vision. The most important thing is to keep your vision to yourself and pursue your vision, except when you want to share your vision with your mentor. So I also talk about this, that car manufacturers, they design their cars and refine the design over the years. For example, the car manufacturer on Toyota, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and all these other cars, over the years, they design their cars and redefine it, and refine it over the years. Nobody waits for a perfect time before you take a step. You don't have to make proper preparation before taking steps. You don't have to make a perfect preparation before taking the step towards achieving your vision. Proper preparation is enough. Just take the necessary steps that are needed and take the step of faith and launch into it. Sometimes analysis can come as a result of what? Paralysis can come as a result of analysis. When there's too much analysis, it can result into what? Into paralysis. You believe it, take a pen, design it, structure it where you want to start, and start taking step of faith. As you are going along the way, even as you are falling, you are rising. You are falling, you are rising. You are falling, you are rising. And not only that, you are correcting yourself along the way. In not too long, you find yourself in that place which you desire. That is that. And the next step is direction, which is number 3. Now remember, I've talked about definition. I've talked about designing your vision, defining your vision, designing your vision. Now I'm going to talk about direction. Direction talks about which way are we going. Which way are we going? A man of vision always knows the way to go to. He knows how to get to his final destination. He knows how to get to the place where he is going. That is a man of vision for you. So because vision is a master plan. Vision design is a master plan for you. It is a master plan that you have in your hand, and direction is taking the right step towards transforming that vision into reality. Let me explain again. I say designing of vision is a master plan. Is a master plan that you need to embark on in order to transform your vision into reality. But direction is taking the right step that you need to take towards achieving that vision, thereby transforming that vision into reality. So direction gives you instruction on which steps to take, most especially when you look into the master plan of your vision that is at work at your hand. That master plan is your design of vision. It's how you have designed it. This is what I will do. 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 So when it comes to direction, you know the steps to take. You're not confused. You always know what to do per time, because over time you have designed your vision and you have written it down. That is that. Then the next dimension, which is the 4th dimension, is of vision, is dimension. Dimension tells us how far do you want to go, how deep do you want to go, how wide do you want to spread, how big do you want to be, or how small. So that is dimension for you. Dimension talks about length, it talks about breadth, it talks about height, it talks about depth. That is dimension for you. So what is the dimension of your vision? You understand? What is the dimension of your vision? You should be able to sit it down. How do I want my vision to appoint my world, to affect my world? Though in the beginning, your vision may not affect the whole world. Your vision may not transform the whole world, but start from where you are. Your vision might be to help your neighbor, your immediate neighbor, right where you are right now. As you are diligent, as you are committed in doing something, more will be given unto you. He said, to him that is diligent with little shall be accorded many. If you are diligent with that little that is given to you, over the period of time, you'll be given more. You will be given access to more. That's why in the process of dimension, you need some things, some tools, some skills that you need to understand what dimension you can embark on, how to embark on it, and when to embark on it. I have this other number 5 on the 7 Ds of vision, which is development. Development is a key. You must go for personal development. Personal development is what changes you from one level to another level. Personal development is what takes you from where you used to be now to where you ought to be now. Personal development is what gives you courage. The personal development is what gives you boldness. The Bible says a man of knowledge makes it. They say knowledge makes the face of him that have it to be bold, because you are knowledgeable and you have developed yourself to capacity. You are not afraid of change. You are not afraid to express yourself anywhere you go or anywhere you find yourself. Dimension is very, very important. Development is also much more important. Develop yourself. Give attention to personal development. I also call it learning and development. Learning and development. Or let me put it this way, personal learning and development. At times, you may not go to the conventional pattern or schooling. You might have to sit under a teacher who will sit you down and teach you. But remember, the teacher can't open your head. He can't force your head open and put what he's teaching inside you. It has to be your own personal determination to develop yourself personally. So you have to read books, watch videos, listen to messages, listen to audio podcasts and some other things like that, and also set a long set yourself to be loyal to your mentor, because you need mentorship. So you need to go for mentorship. Get somebody to mentor you. Get somebody to train you. Get somebody to teach you how to go, the way to go about that thing that you want to go, or about that vision that you're embarking on. Don't be in a rush. I have this number 6, which is talk about discipline. Discipline is another major factor when it comes to fulfillment of your destiny. When it comes to the fulfillment of your vision, you got to be highly disciplined. What does it mean to be disciplined? To be disciplined means you are a disciple of yourself. You are the one discipling yourself. You are the one following yourself. And you are the one also leading yourself at the same time. Can you see now? You are the one discipling yourself. You should be able to sit down and study. What must I do to change my level? You should be able to sit down and read. Not watching TV all the time, because the more you watch TV, the more life passes you by. The more life passes you by, the more it seems as if it is all over. But when you are a man or woman of vision, over the period of time, you see yourself, you see your level changing over time, changing again and again and again and again and again. Emotional discipline is a key factor to fulfilling your vision, because it helps you to be self-motivated and a self-inspired. You understand? One area that you need to develop yourself in the area of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. We need to develop ourselves in that area to be emotionally balanced and stable at all times. You are not easily discouraged. You are not easily turned down. You are nothing easily wear you down. You are just always full of courage at all the time. Emotional discipline is a key. So I said, until you are disciplined, you can be a good follower and a pursuer of your vision. Until you are disciplined, you can be a good follower and pursuer of your vision. What does it mean? He said an indisciplined man does not pursue his vision. Even if he has a vision, he finds it very, very difficult to set time aside to sit down and write the vision down. Number 7, I talk about number 7. We are number 7 now. Now, the number 7 is desperation. How desperate do you really want it? How desperate do you really want it? How desperate do you really want the vision to come to pass? Until you make sacrifices, you can't, or you are desperate to make sacrifices for your change may never come. Everyone that has experienced change today, in one way or the other, they've been desperate to make sacrifices. Some of them make sacrifices of their money, make sacrifices of their clothes. Some of them make sacrifices with their loved ones. But the bottom line is that they all got there. They all got there. So personal development is a key. It's a key factor, something you must give attention to, something you must not joke with, something you must not play with, something you must address by all means. Something you must address by all means. So you have to be desperate to be personally developed, to develop self. You have to be desperate to be self-disciplined. You have to be desperate in order to maintain focus. You understand? So desperation it plays a long role. You don't have to invest time that you need to use to develop yourself and invest it in watching TV. No, it doesn't go that way. Desperation will keep on pushing you. It's like a spirit. I told some of my folks, I said, whatever that is controlling you, compelling you, propelling you to make decisions which ordinarily you wouldn't have been able to make is a spirit. Is a spirit. You understand? So you have to overcome the spirit of laziness. You have to overcome the spirit of indecision. You have to overcome the spirit of being weak, unable to decide the way forward. You have to overcome it. And I believe that's a prayer you need to pray over your life. Amen. And finally is destination. I just chip in. This is number 8. Is destination, which is we shared 7 D's now, and this one is just an additional. He said destination. He said I have a question here. He said, how does the final picture of your vision look like? The vision of your final destination of where you're going to. How does it look like? How does it look like? How do you I explained earlier that vision gives you a mental picture of people, places, and things. You are seeing this quality and this class of people. You are the only one in their midst. They are not seeing you. And nobody around you physically is seeing you there. You are just only one. The thing is just playing your mental faculty. So it is a pointer. But how desperate are you to transform that mental picture into reality? How desperate are you? What are you willing to give in exchange to be successful? What are you willing to sacrifice? Every great men in history who I've ever read about, they all sacrifice one thing or the other in order for their vision to be fulfilled. In order to achieve their vision. I'm not talking about sacrificing things negatively. No. I'm not talking about looking for opportunities. No. I'm talking about the reality of what they did. The reality of the steps that they took. You can do the same thing today. And as you do the same thing, I hope and I believe that you're going to be walking and swimming in your ability to fulfill your purpose in life and destiny. My name is Praise Oluwafemi. I want you to subscribe on this channel. I want you to also like our button, share, invite your friends, because we're going to be running a series of seminars on this Velocity of Vision channel. It's a very, very powerful channel. It's the channel that's specifically designed to equip you for your next level. And I know your waiting days have come to an end. They are over. Be a student of personal development. Be a student of your vision. Study your vision. As you do that, the Lord bless you. And next time, we're going to be meeting on this channel. Stay tuned and stay blessed. Next time. Bye.